Man, all of you who showed that good judgment, we're indebted to you in a very, very special way. I express my thanks to Congressman Scott in the heat of the battle who would not bow in the face of this criminal act called the crime bill. Now, I must try to lay this out in just a moment. I want to thank in a special way the leader of the ACLU who's sitting with us today, because no one has argued the case more forcefully and given more data and kept us abreast than Laura Murphy. Lee, give her a hand, won't you please? Thank you. To Brother Smith and all of you who are gathered. When we use the term back in the civil rights days, that itself shows a slick spot on the brain. It is as if you've been disconnected from time and space back in the civil rights days. There is some assumption that these days of civil rights struggle have been suspended and are not yet upon us. The civil rights struggle, the racial justice struggle, the gender equality struggle continues. In biblical terms, that was a great celebration when David slew Goliath. But they didn't celebrate too long, because while they were glad that David beat Goliath, Goliath had sons, and the giants kept coming. So today we beat Jim Crow in the South, but Jim Crow Esquire keeps coming. And when Jim Crow was a wolf wearing wolf clothes, we were psychologically positioned to fight Jim Crow. But when Jim Crow goes to Yale or someplace and disguises his wolf instinct in sheep clothing, the Bible reminds us, when wolves come in sheep clothing, they are more deceptive. So if Bush says fast track jobs in Mexico, we say no, we got to fight for our job. But if Clinton says NAFTA, we say, well, NAFTA that's a little different. It's the same thing. If Reagan had proposed a Howard Johnson 60 new flavors of killing plan, if Reagan had proposed $10 billion in new prison construction, while school systems in D.C. closed because of lack of capital improvement, and others should be closed for the same reason, there have been massive demonstrations. Reagan could not have put through this crime bill. Bush could not have put through this crime bill. It's a combination of Kool-Aid and cyanide. And those who try to trade Kool-Aid off from cyanide didn't read Jim Jones' story. You cannot make that distinction. This is a criminal act. I was in Lake Providence, Louisiana.